Hello guys, Grumpy. Welcome back to another Feed the Beast video. Hadn't played since last video. Now the reason I hadn't uploaded last week or so is because we actually moved. We moved from a small town to the city. We're like just between Dallas and Fort Worth in a town called Euless. But that's why I hadn't uploaded. Took us a few days to move, load the truck, and so I haven't really had time to mess around with YouTube. And then after we moved, it took a few days to get the internet going. But the internet is like 20 times faster, literally. So hopefully that'll allow me to upload more videos now. Now, let's go ahead and get started. What are we going to do this episode? Well, first of all, I'm going to expand this. I got to decide, since these things aren't going to run all the time, it probably doesn't matter if the coke ovens don't keep up. Because these things won't be running all the time, I'll still get an excess of coke in here. And I'm going to make this thing eventually wired up to where they only fire up when the actual energy storage is low. In other words, right now they'll fire up whenever there's demand on the power grid if this thing is empty. On top of that, I'm going to have it only fire up when the actual storage is only at 50%. So I'm not going to do that in this video, but I'll show you how. It's not too difficult. Now let's see how we're going to do this. I think I want to drop this down the floor. So this isn't going to be too difficult. All I'm going to have to do is add 4 more generators, but I'm going to leave a gap right here. There we go. Now I could make some covers, but that's kind of a pain. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay. Let's do it like this. I'll put some covers over this so it's hidden. I could drop this down another layer and put stone, but either way I got to go back up top, so I won't worry about it. So I'm going to leave this gap where I can walk right there. So let's go ahead and put these right here. One more. There we go. Now I just got to color them. So I got paint brushes for all that. Yellow. Green. That's not green. Blue. And violet. So now I just need to set these 4 generators up there. And so also this episode we're going to be setting up a quarry, second quarry, but this time I'm going to use tesseracts to get the stuff into the house. So what do I need now? Oh, I need cable. Hopefully I brought enough. So I need this right here. 1, 2, 2. Uh-oh. That looks horrible. That I think I can live with though. Cool, I just had the perfect amount. Okay, so now these 4 generators are here. Now all we got to do is program the sorting machine. So we got black, brown, red, orange, yellow. Let's see if that's yellow. That's the wrong green, I believe. That was the lime green. I needed the dark green. And then black, brown, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, blue. In this case, you're curious, my old internet speed was 1.5 megabytes per second down, and the new one's like 30 megabytes down. So I'm actually thinking that might be overkill, because I went to Steam to download a game to see how fast it was. It only downloaded like 3.8 megabytes per second, so I might actually lower that. Okay, so let me see here. Now I just need to program this. Oh, crap, it consumed the cold coat. That's alright, I got some right here. I was hoping to put one of them Phantom ones in there. Now, I was watching one of the Ethos videos a few days ago, and he was talking about Red Power may be leaving Feed the Beast. If that's the case, I don't know what to do. I may not update anymore. I don't know. But that's my bread and butter mod. That's my favorite mod. I love doing the logic gates. You don't see too many people doing this stuff. Most people mess around with the magic side. They don't get that technical, or they mess around with the computer craft. So that should be working. Let's see. We could create a man on the power grid to check it. Let's go ahead and do that. So I went ahead and made some tesseracts too. I got 2 energy tesseracts and 2 item tesseracts. And that's what we'll need to run the quarry. Now I think what I might do, oh, I got an idea. I can use one of these things right here. See, if you remember from last episode, I got 6 or 8 magma engines. I don't want all that power going to the quarry. So what I can do is put one of these redstone energy cells in line, and then I can adjust the output to whatever I want. So that'd be real handy. Pardon me. But anyway, my old upload speed was, the actual upload speed, which is very important for a YouTuber, was like 150 kilobytes a second. Now it's 5 megabytes. So I can literally upload like, I don't know what the math is on that is, like 30 times faster or something. Okay, so, we got to create a demand on the power grid. I just want to see if these things will fire up. So let's find something to cook. Let me come over here and grab some stone. I'll grab some sand. We'll make some glass. Now I'm just trying to drain that MFE to see if all 8 generators kick on. I'm sure they will, but my experience is it's good to check, because like if you remember the episode where I did the portal, I broke it. So if I would just assume that it was working, it wouldn't have been. I always like to test. Every time I make some changes, I constantly test. Like if I'm building something, I'll build it in stages, and I'll test it several times. That way, if there actually is a problem, you have it isolated to the last thing or two you did. Makes it a lot easier. Now I'm kind of lazy, so what I'm going to do for sorting machine right now is just a bunch of barrels. I'm not going to mess with building the macerator. I just want to get the quarry going again. Okay, now that might have created enough demand. Let's go ahead and do another stack. My inventory's kind of full. Let's go and load this stuff. We got some glass. There we go. We don't need any of that. So that should be enough. Let's go check the power grid now. Actually, I think it should have been loading those generators even without a power demand on the power grid. Yeah, it should. So what's the problem here? I just thought about that. Yeah, it's not stepping. We've got stuff there. Now it's working. I guess. See, these are all loaded. And these are just kind of loading on demand. It seems like I had this problem before and I fixed it somehow. Let's try this. It's irritating. That's because it's in this mode. Oh, because they're not loaded evenly. Okay, let's see if we can try different modes to make this thing load up. Yeah, okay. Well, here's an alternative. Let's do this. We got to unload all of them. See what it's doing is it's stopping. Because it's waiting for space here, I think. Yeah. So we unload them all, and then we'll just stick it all back in the chest. And I think that will fix it. Like I say, this is why you always got to test. Don't want that in there. Alright, so let's fix this up. That needs to be there. That needs to be there. Okay, let's see if this works. Looks like that's working. Now, I believe it should load them all up now all the way. Yeah, this is going to take it a minute. But, yep, that's working. So that's cool. We doubled our output there. So let's go on to the next project, which is actually going to be what I was talking about. We're going to set the MJ power up first to where we can draw some power out of the MJ power grid. I don't guess it matters where I put this thing. It might be easier to put it downstairs. But I'll need to grab one of those energy cells. So let's go find our wrench. No idea where it's at. Probably in there, yeah. Yeah, I got this chest just for tools, so there's actually a wrench over here misplaced, but and the shears, we'll worry about that later. So where am I going to put this thing? Let's go ahead and we can put it. Just put it right here. So actually, all I got to do is adjust this output to whatever I want to pull from the power grid. Let's feed 15 into our quarry. Actually, I'm just going to leave that off for now. But all I'm going to do is put my energy tesseract down here. We'll program it. So let's program it for frequency 2. We got to give it a name. MJ out. That sounds good. And add that frequency and set that. And I think we got to make it send only. I don't think we have to, but we are. Yeah, send only. Alright, so now that's all programmed. So now anytime we want MJ power, we just got to throw another one of those down and set it to receive only and draw off that frequency. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. We will set it for 15. And now let's go ahead and let's go ahead and set this over here. Item tesseract. I was going to put it against the wall. Now I'm not sure exactly how I want to do this, but basically it's going to have a filter right here with a timer on it. I'll need a lever. I'm not going to mess with it right now. We'll just put down a redstone torch. That'll keep it off. Now let's adjust the time. This I want pretty fast. Probably I don't want to like go down much below that because they can act kind of weird if you go too low. Especially if you start getting a lot of lag. They'll start not working right. So now we need some pneumatic tube. I don't guess I need to, I'm putting barrels down here by the way, but I don't guess I need to put anything in them. They'll just automatically start filling up. I wonder if I can put a barrel, I guess I can put a barrel beneath and a barrel above this. I don't have that many barrels on me. Let's see, what did I make? I just got some wood a while ago. So I made a bunch of barrels. Let's start off putting them on the floor. And like I say, I'm not going to stick anything in these. I'm just going to let them fill up. They'll program themselves, I think. Kind of covering my view, but oh well. We got to leave that torch there because without that torch, mobs can spawn in here. And then one right there. Looks like crap, but that'll work. Now I actually need to go ahead and put a couple chests down here. Now what these chests are for is once these barrels all start filling up, like, and there's something else that goes down the line that's not in that can't go into a barrel, we'll have overflow chest right here. So there we go. Now we just need to did I put down the right thing? Yes, item tesseract. So now here's something I don't know. I got item tesseracts and I got MJ tesseract or energy tesseracts, all these different types. Can they share frequencies? In other words, can an item tesseract be frequency 1 and an energy tesseract? That I don't know, but this is going to be called Quarry out, and this one's going to be receive only. So that's it. So we're done. We got that program. Let me double check this one because those things are kind of hard to use sometimes. I was having difficulties with them earlier. So now we're just going to go to sleep. And by the way, I set the timer up before I started the video, because otherwise you got to sit there and wait 5 or 10 minutes for you to get the record button. But I set the time, then I got to dinking around a little while. Shouldn't be any mobs anywhere near here. Now, I don't actually know where I want to, exactly where I want to put this. Actually, what I need, here's what I need to do. I need to go back in the house. The reason being is because I've got, you know, stuff down, I got stuff below ground, and I want to make sure the quarry doesn't chop through it. So what I'm going to do is go down here, go to the corner of the room, just tarred pillar up, see where I come out, and then that'll let me know not to go beyond there with the quarry. Yeah, you see this room right here, so I'm going to go in the corner and then just pillar up. Did I bring any blocks? Man, nope, no. That might be enough though. Yeah, I think it is. And I actually probably want to put down a torch because I'm going to break into sand and suffocate myself if I don't. Pardon me. Oh, there we go. So let's find some of this. We'll put sandstone. There we go. We got rid of that. Alright, so I need to mark this. Just had something to mark it with. Let's just put a piece of rubber wood. Okay, so I know not to. I know I need to put the quarry beyond this. Okay, so now where's this thing going to be? Where's the dimensions? I don't think I want to have it near that swamp. Let's see, this matters because I'm going to cover this up with a hanging garden, so I don't want it to be too far out this way where I'm messing with the ocean. I don't guess it matters too much. So let's just put it right here. So let's go ahead and place our landmark down. Seems like I'm always placing landmarks down in these Let's Play videos. There we go. So that's our dimensions, and people were nice enough to tell me how to do this because I was having problems with it. So place all 4 of them down and then just click the common one. And they also said sometimes it glitches out. So you may or may not see it properly. Alright, so there's one. And so I got to come down here in this other corner and do the same thing. And now I have to tarred pillar up. I don't have to tarred pillar that far up though, because it's just a quarry. It's not a good. I'm not building a pyramid or anything. So that should be, I believe, 64 by 64. If it's not, that's close enough. Now going back to talk about the hanging gardens, like I said earlier, they say the dimensions 80 feet tall by 400 feet. It's square, 400 by 400, and then 80 feet tall. It's really very, very shallow pyramid type structure. But okay, so now we'll get some sand. And now I'm just going to make the last one here. I don't remember how high you have to go up. I think that's enough though. So let's put our last landmark. There we go. And now all I need to do is put down the quarry block. Let's get rid of this first. Ugh. I suck with that drill. Okay, so now I just need to right click. And there we go. That sure enough worked. So let's put the quarry down. There we go. So now what? I'm going to go ahead and leave that there just to remind me where the corner's at. Okay. So I'm going to put down the output first. That's going to be the item tesseract. Okay, so there's Quarry out. And we're going to send this one to send only. Let's go ahead and hit that again just to be sure. Okay, so that's Quarry out. This sure is going to make moving quarries a lot easier because that used to be a pain in the butt. So now, I believe once I put this down and turn it on, we'll be good to go. That's going to be receive only. So let's see if that works. Yeah, there's a little laser beam dude. Well, it's working. I'm not going to sit there and watch that. So, yeah, I kind of like that. I can program the quarry speed down here with that one thing I just placed. Now, I don't believe... Actually, I do need to come back there. I need to... Well... I'm not sure. Should that thing be filling up with blocks? I don't think it fills up with blocks until it's actually the drill bit actually comes out. So let's go back in here real quick. Yeah, I hadn't really played with that internet yet, but I can't watch 1080p on YouTube, but that could be because my laptop doesn't support that resolution. I always watch in 720p, and if I click 1080p, it'll watch for a second, and then it'll freeze. I'm thinking what actually happens is it takes it a minute to switch to 1080p, and since my laptop doesn't support that, it stops. So let's go ahead and turn that off, or turn it on. So now these things should start filling up as soon as that quarry gets done, but that's going to take a while. Probably. That actually didn't take that long, but I'm too lazy to make a sort. I really need to make a sorting machine. Yeah, I may do it the lazy way. I may just run some pipes to whatever chest I want to send the macerator and all this. I don't know. This right here is super lazy. Basically, the way it works right now is I'm going to just have to pull stacks out of there and put it in the macerator, and then it's not going to be automated, but I don't know. I made so many ore processors, I'm just burnt out on it, but basically for right now, I am going to build one, but for right now, I just want to get the quarry going again because I'm starting to run low on a couple materials. So let's see what I'm low on actually. Like diamonds, 32 seems like a lot, but once you start building some of that stuff, it doesn't last that long. So like I need to actually come up. Let me come up here and I'm going to show you what I was planning on the how to redo the generators. I want the generators to only kick on like as emergency backup. And so the way you do that is you put 2 MFEs in line, and the first generator, you put 2 MFSUs in line, and this one right here, I have one here, and then the other one right here, and I'll have this thing set to emit a signal if it's not full. Well, if you think about it, if I have 2 of them in line, and this thing is emitting when it's not full, it's emitting when your total power storage is below 50%. So what will happen is when the power drops below 50%, then the generators will kick on. Otherwise, I'll be getting all my power from solar and from these thermal generators and from the semi-fluid generators. I don't mind if those run all the time. But coal, there's other things I could be doing with my coal, like making, well, I forget what they call it, carbon plates or whatever. There's plenty of stuff to do with coal. You know, I might put a door in over here too somewhere. It's kind of a hassle going all the way down there to get out. Yeah, I'll put a door here and some steps. Got nothing better to do. Let's do that right now. I want to make sure that quarry is working, so I want to record long enough to see if it's working. Let's go ahead and make some more bricks. I'm not sure if we got enough. Basically, I got to build a door frame. And I needed a couple doors, so let's go over here. There we go, we got a couple doors. And I'm going to get some steps. They should be over here in the cobblestone chest. Yeah, we're going to make our door too wide. And we're just going to put it right here. I don't know how this is going to look. We'll just have to see. So that's that. So let's put down our bricks. There we go. There's that. Now let's put our doors down. I want to put them in from the outside. And steps. You know, it always bugs me. I don't like having steps right next to a door. So let's do it that way. I don't know why it's just one of them things. I just don't like it. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to leave that part off. Yeah. I wish they had basalt steps, but they don't. Oh well, it is what it is. Now let's see if this thing's doing anything yet. Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm probably doing something wrong anyway, but let's go ahead and sleep again, and then we'll go outside and check this out. So here we go. I gotta go try out the new door. Make sure it's working. Yep. Oh, come on, be working. Yeah, it's having to get rid of a ton of sand. But it's getting close. So we might be able to see it working here in a second. I don't know if it'd go any faster if I give it more MJ. I believe somebody told me a while back that the Quarry can take up to 50 MJ now. But I don't know if it makes this stage run any faster. Let's go see. This thing's going to be through. Well, this thing will be through long before we get back, probably. But we'll go ahead and check it anyway. One thing I do hate is yeah, I think when it might start picking up that crap blocks. I'm not sure. I don't remember. We'll go back in here and check it out. So yeah, a 30-minute video used to take me like 2 hours to upload. I hadn't tried uploading yet, this is going to be the test, but if it uploads at 5 megabytes a second, it's going to upload like in minutes instead of 2 hours. It'll upload in like 5 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes, but we'll just have to see how fast it goes. Okay, so what do we come back in here? Oh, we're turning the power up. So actually, let me go up here and see how much power I got, because I don't remember how many generators I have. In fact, they may not even. Well, yeah, they're on. Duh. So I have 6 of these. Now, somebody told me that you can't put 2 of them in the same pipe. I don't think that's the case because I've seen these magma crucibles get 20-something MJ with this setup right here. Maybe true of the Buildcraft pipes, but. So we've got 4 times 6 is 24. We crank this up to 24. I might as well turn it up all the way anyway, because it's not like I'm using the MJ for anything else. Is it working yet? I can't tell. Let's go down here and check it out. Oh, it's still building the frame. Seems to be faster. I may build more of those magma engines. I actually got 2 more built, so I may just throw them down in a minute. I just never built any more because I didn't need them, but that beam's turning red. I'm not sure if that's good or not. Oh, let's see. Let's see how fast this quarry's going. Seems pretty darn fast. It's not doing anything yet though. It's probably trying to get to a start point or something. Oh yeah, that's pretty fast. So now let's go see with the storage, and then we'll find out if it's working. Well, apparently not. It's throwing blocks on the ground. And that's set to, oh, that's set to receive only. Oh, okay. This one's set to send only. Frequency 1, Quarry out, send only. Alright. Maybe I have to have a chest next to the tesseract in here. Let's go try that. Or, yeah, a chest next to the tesseract. Let's go do that and see what happens. Like I said, I've never messed with these tesseracts much, so it's a learning experience. If I don't figure it out, I'm sure somebody will let me know. Okay, sure enough, that's what we got to do. So that means we got to move all this stuff. Alright, so let's move this chest actually. There we go. Now what? We need that out of the way. We put our filter next to it. And then we put this back here. There we go. And then now what? Oh, I hope you don't got to feed these chests from a certain side. That sucks. I didn't think about that, but I'll know here in a second. Nope, it doesn't matter. That's cool. So let's go ahead and adjust this. I probably don't need it that fast, but I got it that fast. No, I don't need that fast. I'm going to turn it down because every time it does that, it forces a chunk update. Let's go ahead and set it for 2 seconds. And we'll check see if this backs up. No. Probably turn it down some more actually. As long as this as long as this doesn't fill up all the way, I think I can go even slower. Like I say, usually when you use timers, you want to try to avoid using them if you can. There's times you got to use them like this, but you want to set the speed as slow as you can get away with sometimes. See, basically this thing right here, does as long as this thing isn't filling up and creating another stack, this is timer's fast enough. But that's odd. One right here. What is this and this? That's sand. That's sand. Seems kind of odd to fill 2 of them up, but oh well. Well, that's working. Well, so we got a little work, building and stuff done. I'll try now. I got super fast internet, and I'm back in, and I'll be back to recording and uploading a lot of videos. Anyway, it's Grumpy. We'll see you next time. Appreciate you guys watching.